A warm welcome to all, and we'll look into Fukanzazengi again. Dogen Zenji writes the following. Moreover, we can see the traces of the 6 years spent sitting up straight by the natural sage of Jetavana Park. We can still hear rumors of the 9 years spent facing the wall by the transmitter of the mind seal of Shaolin. The ancient sage and saints were like that already. How could people today fail to make effort? What Dogen is referring to, of course, is Buddha, Gautama, to Dharma, Bodhidharma, to these great, almost mythical, more than historical figures. I say mythical because although there's no doubt that Buddha existed, the historical existence of Dharma, Bodhidharma, can be questioned. Anyway, their reality is beyond doubt. Because we're not talking about history here. We're talking about the effective presence of these archetypes and the fact that they are very much alive now in our practice and our life. So you won't find them in dirty books. You won't track them in libraries or even watching the faces of mysterious statues. You will meet them in bodies, mind, flesh of today's people sitting. You will meet them in the orchestra transmitted. Not in a distant past. Here and now. This is, I think, something very important. Of course, like everybody, I like stories. And when I was younger, not so long ago, in this tradition, I used to be enchanted by the narratives and thought it's important that they're true. Little did I know, little did I knew then, that this presence of Gautama, this presence of Bodhidharma, was nothing beyond my existence. It was just in front of my face the whole time. Meeting this practice is meeting the ancestors. Sitting is sitting with the ancestors. Singing with the ancestors. Working with the ancestors. All along. No gap to be found, unless you hold on to the idea of me, there and then, yesterday and today. But in the realm of being time, past and present do kiss, merge. It's very obvious, it's clear. So did Bodhidharma sit for so long? The legend has it that he also tried to cut his eyelids because he didn't want to fall asleep. We don't think so. The idea of 6 years here, 9 years there are symbolic numbers to represent the immersion in deep practice. Something like a commitment, not a one-off and let's carry on. What Dogen urges us to look at is not only the presence of the ancestors in our life, but also the requirement for meeting them face to face. Regularity, consistency in the practice, this is what is really needed. Simple. This effort has a name. In Japanese, if I remember well, we often speak of Bodaishin. This sort of mind that drives you to seek the way, but seek the way not searching for something somewhere else, but to look for the way where you are. So to make the way alive, to give the way a body and mind, your body and mind, nobody else's. And with this practice, a sense of direction will arise. So the notion of goal in itself is pretty much irrelevant. Maybe we could speak about an ideal, but not for idealism, but just something to aspire to, but not tomorrow, now. So the body straight, the sitting straight, is not the touching of the head, touching the floor, touching the sky, pushing the head, pushing the sky. Rather, it's the wish to allow this. And in this expansion, opening takes place of itself, by itself, uncontrived. On this path, you release control, you let go of the will to get a firm grip on things. Once you realize that you are the very thing you're looking for, you may just as well be and enjoy being. And in that being blossoming, being radiating, being beaming, being moving, then just be. We're not in the having, the grasping, the doing to get something. We do things because we have to do them, because they need to be done. As Sawaki Kodo used to put it, we do not eat to shit. We just eat. That's all. So, being with the ancestors as you get up, sit, wash, walk, work, lie down, is a matter of consistency. So what if you don't practice? Well, a bit like in the Genjo Koan, that makes air. Without it, air does exist. But practice and realization are always one. Take care. Next time we'll pick up Dogen, I imagine. Again, but maybe a bit of poetry.